Good morning, folks. It's Richie Rich here. Today, in this video, I am I'm outside and in the rain. The weather is not looking good at all. I was gonna start doing YouTube today, but I was gonna start doing it like a few hours ago, but it started raining pretty badly. But now I have a chance to do it. It's raining a little bit, but not that much. So today I'm gonna get started on my video. So I'm just gonna move my book like so, just so I don't get it soaked with all like the info I've done for each car. So I've done info like on my current project I'm currently doing now. I'm not gonna do all of it just because it's gonna take forever, because I've done a lot of info on this. Like if I go to where I finished, so I got like 1, 2, 3, 13, 14 pages. Are you kidding me? That is just I'm not gonna do all of them, just so because it's gonna take forever, just to basically get all of this done. I'll try to do as much as I can, like as best I can, and maybe when the weather stops, like when it improves better, like when it gets sunny or anything like that, I'll come back for like part 2, hopefully. I don't know, but we'll find out. So today is gonna be part 1. And so yeah, let's get started. Oh, before we start, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. So like the video, subscribe, comment below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, hit all so you're alerted when I'm making uploads. So today in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about superchargers. So this is another aspiration video I'm doing. If you guys don't remember, like a while back, God, it was like, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, 8 months ago, I think, I don't know. I did info on twin turbos, actually. But today it's gonna be another aspiration. It's gonna be superchargers this time. So I've done all the info that there is. It took me forever to do. Like, I was supposed to do it on Monday, but I didn't have time and it was raining pretty badly, so I couldn't be able to do it. But now I have the chance of doing it. So let's get started. I'm not gonna do like all of them, just because, like I said, it'll take forever. But like I said, I'll do as much as I can, and I'll wait for like part 2 or 3, and I'll see where that heads out to. All right. So yeah. Oh, and also before I start, I've got like a couple of Need for Speed vehicles I'm currently doing at the moment. So I've done one. I'm currently doing another one. So and I got a couple more that I can do, and then after that I'll do the videos on them. So it's from the movie Need for Speed 2014. As you guys probably know, I've been doing like more Fast and Furious vehicles, but I've decided, to take a break from Fast and Furious and move on to some Need for Speed content, because those have like proper racing, and so I figured I'd do them. They do use paddle shifters, whereas in Fast and Furious they don't really use that at all. Like, they drive the cars wrong with the automatic gearboxes. But with Need for Speed with paddle shifters, that's just great. So I would choose Need for Speed over Fast and Furious any day. But I like Fast and Furious, but Need for Speed's got a lot more racing into it. It's got a lot more racing involved. So without any further ado, guys, let's get into this video. So let's start. So, supercharger. In an internal combustion engine, a supercharger compresses the intake gas, forcing more air into the engine in order to produce more power for a given displacement. The current categorization is that a supercharger is a form of forced induction that's mechanically powered, which usually by a belt from the engine's crankshaft, as opposed to a turbocharger, which is powered by the kinetic energy of the exhaust gases. So basically, like, superchargers are basically like belt driven, like, by the engine. So let's say if you just hit the floor super hard, like if you hit the gas pedal so hard, your engine RPM starts to increase higher. The louder the car gets, the faster you're going. It's forcing more air into the engine as well. So if you have like a cold air intake system, the air will go into there, and as you floor it, your throttle body starts to open up. That allows more air to go into the engine, and because the engine RPM is increasing higher, the belt spins a lot faster, and it's forcing a lot of air into the engine. So the current categorization is that a supercharger is a form of forced induction that's mechanically powered, usually by a belt from the engine's crankshaft, as opposed to a turbocharger, which is powered by the kinetic energy of the exhaust gases. However, up until the mid-20th century, a turbocharger was called a turbo supercharger and was considered a type of supercharger. So in other words, it's like a turbo and a supercharger combined, like, together. Well, not combined, but like kind of put in, like kind of like combined, basically. I don't even know how to explain it, basically. But it has like for some cars, like the VW Golf GT, that's got a supercharger into it and a turbocharger, and the Zenvo ST1 Danish supercar or hypercar. So, however, up until the mid-20th century, a turbocharger was called a turbo supercharger and was considered a type of supercharger. The first supercharged engine was built in 1878, with usage in aircraft engines beginning in the 1910s, and the usage in car engines beginning in the 1920s. So it's used in aircraft in the 10s, and in the 20s it started used in car engines. In piston engines used by aircraft, supercharging was often used to compensate for the lower air density at higher altitudes. Supercharging is less commonly used in the 21st century, as manufacturers have shifted to turbochargers to reduce fuel consumption and increase power outputs. Next, we got designs. So we got the types of superchargers. There are two main families of. Hold on, I got a comment, well, not comment, but like a message from the Racing Joker of like an R34 video. Next up, we got design. We got the types of superchargers. There are two main families of superchargers defined according to the method of gas transfer. We got displacement and dynamic superchargers. Positive displacement superchargers deliver an almost constant level of boost pressure increase at all engine speeds / RPM, while dynamic superchargers cause the boost pressure to rise exponentially, I think, with RPM above a certain RPM threshold. Another family of supercharger that's rarely used is the pressure wave supercharger. Root blowers, a positive displacement design, tend to be only 40 to 50% efficient at high boost levels, compared to 70 to 85% for dynamic superchargers. Lysholm, I think it's spelled Lysholm style blowers, a rotary screw design, can be nearly as efficient as dynamic superchargers over a narrow range of load speed boost, for which the system must be specifically designed. Alright, you know what, I figure I'm gonna end it today because it's starting to rain, so I put down part 2. That'll be it, guys, for now. I will see you guys in the next video for part 2. So like, subscribe, comment below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, hit all so you're alerted when I make new uploads, and I'll see you guys in part 2. So stay safe, have a good day, and I'll see you guys in part 2. Take care, bye-bye.